Howdy, I'm Melissa. Thank you so much for following along as I explore the unique charm of Japan's Takarazuka Revue. So in last week's episode, I talked in some detail about what a Takarazuka top star is. That is the highest ranked otokoyaku in each troupe, who plays the lead role in all productions they appear in, as well as appearing in marketing and other materials. I also spoke a little bit about how an actress becomes a top star, as well as giving a brief introduction to the current 5 top stars. In this week's episode, I'm going to be switching over to the Musumeyaku side and attempting to answer the question, what is a top Musumeyaku? So I'm going to talk a little bit about the roles of a top Musumeyaku, how an actress becomes a top Musumeyaku, as well as giving a brief introduction to the current 5 top Musumeyaku. So what is a Takarazuka Top Musumeyaku? Well, like a top star, a top Musumeyaku is the highest ranked Musumeyaku, or female role performer, within her troupe. Each troupe has a top Musumeyaku, so there are always 5 top Musumeyaku in Takarazuka. I spoke last week about how the top star is the face of her troupe. Well, pretty much the same is the case for the top Musumeyaku. She's the face of her troupe. She will always play a really important role in every production she appears in, usually the love interest of the top star. While the amount of time she will actually spend on stage depends on the production she's appearing in, she will typically perform a number of songs, including both solos and duets, as well as dance numbers and more acting-heavy scenes. The top Musumeyaku will also often appear in production posters and other materials alongside the top star. However, there is an interesting pattern to note here. Essentially, in almost all posters, the top star will be positioned facing forward, making direct eye contact with the audience. Meanwhile, it is common for the top Musumeyaku to instead be in side profile, looking up and away as though in some sort of dreamlike state, and commonly draped off the top star. In some other posters, the top Musumeyaku will instead be positioned in the background. This is certainly not the case for all production posters in Takarazuka, but it does give you a good sense of the balance in Takarazuka. The top star is the star, and the top Musumeyaku plays a very important support role. This balance is also reflected in the productions themselves. As I've mentioned in previous weeks, it is common in Takarazuka for productions to be altered to ensure that the role of the top star is unquestionably the lead role. This sometimes results in the reduction of the top Musumeyaku's role. In addition, while the decision on what production to stage is essentially based on the fit between a top star and the production, the fit between the production and the top Musumeyaku is a much lesser consideration. Further, while every year productions are led by the Nibante and Sambante, it is extremely rare for top Musumeyaku to lead side productions. The last top Musumeyaku-led side production was in 2018, with the performance of Boutique Saint d'Amour, starring the then top Musumeyaku of the Moon Troupe, Manaki Reika. The last performance prior to that was all the way back in 2001, with the production of Over the Moon, starring the then Snow Troupe top Musumeyaku, Tsukikage Hitomi. Actually, in many ways, it's best to consider each troupe as consisting of a trio of leading actresses: the top star, top Musumeyaku, and Nibante. So in every finale parade, the top star will always be flanked by the Nibante to her, from the audience perspective, left, and the top Musumeyaku to her right. So the connection between the top combi of the top star and top Musumeyaku is really important, but the interplay between the top star and Nibante is in many ways considered just as important. In addition, unlike the Takarazuka top stars, top Musumeyaku do not have their own line of merchandise. However, they do regularly appear in advertising for Takarazuka, as well as Takarazuka's monthly magazines and advertising for other companies. So how does an actress become a top Musumeyaku? Well, like the question of who becomes a top star, this decision is made by producers with the Takarazuka Revue company, with directors and managers also having some input. However, the path to becoming a top Musumeyaku is extremely different to that of a top star, and in many ways much less predictable. One of the key reasons for this is time. Typically, the amount of time that a Musumeyaku will have spent with the Takarazuka Revue company before becoming top Musumeyaku will be much shorter than the amount of time spent by a future top star. As I mentioned in last week's episode, it is pretty typical for actresses to have spent 10 or more years with the Takarazuka Revue company before stepping into the top star position, with much experience needed to ensure an actress can headline productions. Musumeyaku, however, will have spent much less time with Takarazuka before stepping into the top Musumeyaku position. The exact number of years does vary, but it does appear to have shortened over time. At present, around 5 years with the Takarazuka Revue company seems standard, although 3 years is also possible. Alongside this short time period, the climb to becoming top Musumeyaku is extremely steep. While Tokoyaku will typically move up through the ranks, including spending some time supporting the top star in the Nibante position before stepping into the top star role, it is common for Musumeyaku to go straight from performing relatively small roles in main productions to the top Musumeyaku position. Essentially, while there is a kind of Nibante Musumeyaku position, the Nibante Musumeyaku will often not become the next top Musumeyaku. The reason for this mostly seems to be age. By the time a top Musumeyaku leaves Takarazuka, the Nibante Musumeyaku will usually have aged out of the very small age range at which an actress can become top Musumeyaku. As a result, the Nibante Musumeyaku position is not really a training ground for becoming the next top Musumeyaku, but rather is used to ensure there are enough talented Musumeyaku able to perform the lead Musumeyaku role in side productions, as well as important Musumeyaku roles in main productions. But how can audience members predict who will be the next top Musumeyaku? Well, as I mentioned, it is a little bit more difficult to predict who will be the next top Musumeyaku, with fans often able to narrow it down only to a list of 2 or 3 actresses they consider likely future top Musumeyaku within their troupe. So, what are the key markers that fans look to? Well, in last week's episode, I spoke about the 3 main tests that a Tokoyaku undergo before becoming top star. These tests don't apply directly to Musumeyaku, but there is some overlap. For example, generally, a Musumeyaku will have performed the lead role in at least one, but often more, Shinjin Koen or rookie performances where the lead roles are performed by younger actresses. She will also typically have performed the heroine role in a performance at the Bow Hall Theatre, as well as sometimes kanto performances and national tours. There are also several other factors that will indicate an actress has a good chance of becoming a top Musumeyaku in the future. These include appearing on the Hankyu Hanshin New Year's poster, which is displayed annually across the Kansai region, appearing in interviews and photo shoots in Takarazuka's monthly magazines, as well as performing the role of the étoile, or the actress who begins to sing the song that goes alongside the parade which concludes every Takarazuka main production. In addition, kumigaye, or changing troupes, will also often be a good sign that an actress is being shifted so that she can fit into the role of top Musumeyaku. Actually, sometimes actresses will change troupes for the purpose of becoming the top Musumeyaku. This was seen most recently last year with the move of Maisora Hitomi from the flower troupe to the star troupe before becoming the top Musumeyaku later that year. In terms of what factors go into deciding whether an actress will become top Musumeyaku, these are also a little bit different to those for a top star. The reality of Takarazuka is that Otokoyaku have much larger fan followings than Musumeyaku. As a result, while the primary factors determining whether an actress becomes top star are star power and the ability to sell tickets, Musumeyaku are not expected to sell tickets. Instead, they must be outstandingly talented, especially in singing and dancing. They must be exceptionally beautiful, incredibly feminine, and petite, with these features serving to ensure the top star looks more masculine and allowing for difficult dance moves like lifts to be performed. Of course, they must be charming and personable, and like the top star, because of the lack of downtime and ability to take a sick day, they must be reliable and responsible. But perhaps most important is timing. Because of the very short window in which an actress can become top Musumeyaku, if there is no available position during this time or the competition is simply too intense, an actress will miss out. Despite the very different paths to stardom taken by the top star and top Musumeyaku, it is common for top Musumeyaku, like top star, to leave Takarazuka after 3 years in the position. So for example, if we look at the Snow Troupe, Nozomi Futo and Mae Kiho became the top star and top Musumeyaku at the same time in 2017, and they will leave together in October of this year. However, it isn't always the case that the graduation of the top star and top Musumeyaku are in sync. So if we look at the Flower Troupe last year, the then top Musumeyaku, Ayase Sena, left in April, followed by the then top star, Asumirio, in October that year. One other interesting thing to note is that because Top Musumeyaku generally step into the position at a much younger age than the top star, they will also usually be incredibly young when they leave Takarazuka. So for example, the former Moon Troupe Top Musumeyaku, Manaki Reika, left Takarazuka in 2018 and she is now just 28 years old. So now that I've spoken a little bit about what a Takarazuka Top Musumeyaku is and how an actress becomes a Top Musumeyaku, I'd like to give a brief introduction to the current 5 Top Musumeyaku. So I really do have an incredible amount of admiration and respect for Takarazuka's Musumeyaku. They are exceptionally brilliant performers, so lovely and charming, incredibly elegant in every possible way, and they work supremely hard to deliver spectacular performances. So like with the top stars last week, I'm going to go in a kind of chronological order, starting out with Maya Kiho, who as I mentioned is the current Top Musumeyaku of the Snow Troupe. So Maya actually started with Takarazuka in 2012, where she was first assigned to the Flower Troupe. She then moved to the Star Troupe in 2014, before moving over to the Snow Troupe in 2017, where she became the Top Musumeyaku. Prior to becoming Top Musumeyaku, she had played the heroine role in 1 Shinjin Koen and 2 Bal Hall performances, and also had performed as the étoile once. So Maya is probably best known for her exceptional singing voice, which is both incredibly high and strong, capable of really filling up a theatre. Her personality is so lovely and sweet, which makes her a really good balance against the top star Nozomi Futo, who's known for having a slightly more cool, kind of serious persona. Next is the current Cosmos Troupe Top Musumeyaku, Hoshikaze Madoka. So Hoshikaze joined Takarazuka in 2014 with the Cosmos Troupe and became the Top Musumeyaku in 2017. Prior to that, she had played the heroine role in 2 Shinjin Koens, 2 Bal Hall productions and 1 Kanto production, as well as serving as the étoile once and appearing as the cover model on the Hankyu Hanshin New Year's poster. I think Hoshikaze, outside of her strong performance skills, is also really known for her strong will and determination. She does tend to play stronger, fiercer characters. So for example, she will play the title role in this year's production of Anastasia from June. In addition, Hoshikaze is also known to play sort of an older sister role to the younger Musumeyaku within her troupe. Following on, we have the current Moon Troupe Top Musumeyaku, Misono Sakura. So Misono joined Takarazuka in 2013 with the Moon Troupe and became Top Musumeyaku at the end of 2018. Prior to becoming Top Musumeyaku, she had played the heroine role in 3 Shinjin Koens, 2 Bal Hall performances and 1 Kanto production, as well as appearing as the étoile once and on the Hankyu Hanshin New Year's poster. Misono is a really strong singer, dancer and actor with a beautiful appearance that can appear as either cute or more mature when needed. She also has a really cute love of stuffed animals, is known to be particularly intelligent, and in her short time as Top Musumeyaku has really pushed herself as a performer. Next up is the current Top Musumeyaku of the Flower Troupe, Hana Yuki. So Hana joined Takarazuka in 2014 and became the Top Musumeyaku at the end of 2019. Prior to that, she had played the heroine role in 2 Shinjin Koens and 1 Kanto performance. She is incredibly pretty and known for being really seriously cute. She's a really bright spot whenever she appears on stage, and alongside the new top star Yuzuka Rei, makes for one half of a seriously adorable pairing. Last is the Star Troupe Top Musumeyaku, Maisora Hitomi. So Maisora joined Takarazuka in 2016 and was actually with the Flower Troupe until 2019 when she moved over to the Star Troupe to become Top Musumeyaku alongside the new top star Rei Makoto. She's currently appearing with Rei in her first production as Top Musumeyaku. So prior to that, she had appeared as the heroine in 2 Shinjin Koens and 1 national tour, as well as performing as the étoile once and appearing on the Hankyu Hanshin New Year's poster. So Maisora is best known for her exceptional dance ability, including contemporary dance, which is a really great match alongside her partner Rei. She has an incredibly beautiful petite face and a charming smile. So that is a Takarazuka Top Musumeyaku. I really hope this week's episode has given you some insight into the important role that Top Musumeyaku play. Musumeyaku step into the top role at an incredibly young age and face an enormous amount of pressure as they must excel in singing, dancing and acting, all while maintaining a beautiful, elegant and charming presence. I honestly can't think of a tougher challenge, and I am seriously in awe of and grateful to every Takarazuka Musumeyaku. So next week's episode, I'm going to be attempting to answer the question, how does an actress enter Takarazuka, by looking at the audition process for the Takarazuka Music School, the school at which all actresses must train before entering the Takarazuka Revue company. So the Takarazuka Music School is impossibly competitive. Every year, around 1,000 young women apply, and around only 40 are successful. And the footage of applicants learning whether they have been successful or not is broadcast across all Japanese media outlets annually. I really hope you'll tune in to next week's episode. And if you've been enjoying this series so far, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care. Bye!